help men find more meaning, to make connections with other men in a way that truly matters. For those seeking a deeper sense of purpose, a chance to make lasting friendships. To reach higher, to find more.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
A pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to High School Hoops on IndianaSRN. Guerin Catholic High School, the site of our action this evening, as the 11th ranked in Class 3A Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic at 13-3 on the season host the 6-12 Blue Devils of Shortridge High School. Hi again, everybody. Jimmy Cook alongside Sean Kroll. So pleased you've chosen to spend part of your Tuesday night with us here on IndianaSRN and the IndianaSRN family of networks. And Sean, tonight, the Blue Devils come into Guerin Catholic winners of 3 straight for the first time since the 2014-2015 campaign, trying to continue their recent stretch of success on the schedule. And they have a tough test in front of them, as these Golden Eagles were winners of 6 of their last 7, though most notably suffered a defeat against North Central, 69-58, back on Saturday.
You know, I think we've done some Shortridge games on the family of networks of IndianaSRN, and you could see Drew Fountain was trying to build something, and that's kind of started to come into fruition a little bit these last 3 games. Now's the really tough test, because you look at Guerin Catholic, their 3 losses this year: at 4A Franklin Central, at 2A Covenant Christian by 6 points, who is a very, very good 2A team, and at North Central, who is a 4A powerhouse. So this is a very good Guerin Catholic team. I think this is a really good test for Coach Fountain and the Blue Devils to see where they stand based on this 3-game winning streak. And Jalen Molinax and Avery Giles have played really, really well in this winning streak, and we're anxious to see if they continue that good play this evening.
You mentioned Giles in particular. He's averaged 16 points during this 3-game win streak for the Blue Devils, a key cog in their success. The bigger issue for the Blue Devils all season has been consistency. At one point in time this season, they had lost 6 straight games, opened the season losing winning one of their first 10 contests. After that, a mix of alternating win-losses before a 3-game losing streak from January 15th to January 23rd. It's since turned the corner with a 3-game winning streak that we just mentioned, but it has been an up-and-down affair for them. More losses than wins coming into this contest, but are finally starting to get in a rhythm and an identity for who they are as the calendar gets closer and closer to postseason play.
Yeah, and you can see that too in some of the stuff that Coach Fountain has talked to us about, which we'll get to in a little bit. But one thing to remember too, Jimmy, is these teams are in the same sectional, which is at Lebanon. And so this is also a measuring stick for Shortridge to see where they stand in terms of the other squads in the sectional. It's Guerin, it's Brebeuf, Chittard, Manual, Lebanon, and Shortridge in a 3A sectional. So they'll have an idea of where they may lie, and they may see this team again once the draw comes out.
On Guerin Catholic's side of the ledger, they come in with two of their top leading scorers still thriving on all cylinders. Of course, the senior guard tandem of Caleb Edwards and Joseph Babilia. Edwards averaging 17.2 points per contest. Meanwhile, Babilia averaging just over 16 points per game. And not only that, they've been able to get it done facilitating as well. Babilia averaging about 3 assists per contest. Edwards right around 2.5. So they've been do-it-all guards for this team and have really led the way for their offensive prowess throughout this campaign.
Senior leadership, Jimmy, is really what that is. You talk about Matthew Gillis, too. He's their other starter that's in double figures, and Grissom nearly as himself as a junior. But you look towards the seniors and you look towards the guards who run the show to lead the way, and that is what Edwards and Babilia have done. And, Caleb Edwards is getting some looks at the D2, D3 level, and Coach talks about the fact that he's just a really great player, and somebody's going to get lucky if they manage to get him to go on their side. But I'm interested to see how well they shoot coming out of the gate tonight, as the defense for Shortridge is going to be important.
I don't know if we'll have time to hit on all these. We do have to wait for prayer and the national anthem. But while we have a second, time for my favorite portion of our pregame show. Look at Sean's keys to the game. Sean.
Well, first of all, I think for Shortridge, they need to stay out of foul trouble. The games that we've done, guarding with fouling has been an issue. Rebounding is going to be huge tonight. And, keep Guerin Catholic out of transition. On Guerin's side, they need to defend because of the quickness of Shortridge. They want to get in transition, and then both of them want to space the floor and rebound.
For these two teams, in terms of the metric standpoint, they rank 30th overall. Does Guerin Catholic in the Sagarin ratings, 4th in Class 3A. Shortridge ranks 239th overall and 69th in Class 3A. It should be a fun one tonight. The Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic 13-3 on the season. The Blue Devils of Shortridge 6-12 on the year. We'll have tip for you and lineups and starters after this on IndianaSRN.
What's the number one misconception you think about Freemasonry?
Well, I think most people just think of Freemasonry as some kind of secret society, and you go with some of the rumors out there and so on, and they really don't understand who we are. They don't understand that we are a fraternity of brothers first, and our obligation is to take care of each other and our widows and orphans, etc., within our group. They don't understand what the fraternity part of Freemasonry really is, and that's the misconception that's out there. I think first and foremost of anyone that wants to join Freemasonry, I'd like them to know that it's really not a secret society. You may say it's a society with a secret because we have some handshakes and some passwords that you could easily find down in the library if you get the right book. Freemasonry is more, it's a brotherhood, it's a fraternity, it's a way of sharing common thoughts and everything with people of all different vocations that really understand of getting together on the level. Whether you're a judge or a police officer or a janitor, you're all on the same level when you're in a Masonic lodge room. And I think that's one of the greatest things, that you can sit with people of all vocations, but you have that certain thing in common, that you're all brothers.
Hey, it's Keith Myers from Indiana Sports Radio Network. Well, thank you that you're watching the game tonight on IndianaSRN. If you would like to know more information about IndianaSRN, send me an email, coach@indianasrn.org. As vice president of this company, we hope that you sit back and enjoy the game. It's IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School. National anthem just wrapping up there. We await starters for both teams. Take a look at the visiting Blue Devils. Again, 6-12 on the season, averaging right around 54 points per contest. They give up about 61 points per game. At one guard, a 5'11 sophomore, number 1, Ethan Powell. At the other guard, a 6'2 senior, number 3, Avery Giles. Another guard and a senior at 6 foot, number 14, Willie Mitchell. A forward, a 6'4 senior, number 24, Jalen Molnax. And also a forward, a 6'2 sophomore, number 32, Elias Diallo. Head coach of the Blue Devils is Drew Fountain. This is his first year at the helm of Shortridge. 6-12 in that first year, same as the Blue Devils. Over to the 11th ranked in Class 3A, Guerin Catholic Golden Eagles at 13-3 on the season. At one guard, a 6'3 senior, number 1, Caleb Edwards, averaging right around 17 points per contest. At another guard, a 5'11 senior, number 3, Joseph Abilia, averaging 16 points per game. Another guard and a junior, number 12, Will Grissom, averaging just under 10 points per contest, a critical piece and third man, if you will, on this Golden Eagles roster. A freshman getting the start as of late, the guard, number 24, Jack Cherry, chipping in about 2 points per contest. And rounding them out, a forward and a 6'5 senior, number 24, Matthew Gillis, averaging right around 11 points per game. Head coach is Bob Allen in his third year leading the Golden Eagles. He is 41-22, 94-95 in his 9th year overall, so kind of a significant game for Coach Allen. I'm sure he cares little about this, but his all-time coaching record gets to 500 tonight with a win for the Golden Eagles.
You got to like that. Get off the schneid.
Uniforms for both teams. The home whites with the purple numerals and lettering and the gold trim for the Golden Eagles. The road blue unis, white numerals and lettering and the blue trim. For Shortridge, it'll be Elias Diallo set to jump it up against Caleb Edwards, 6'2 versus 6'3. We're about set to get underway here for some high school hoops on a Tuesday night. The home stretch before sectional play begins. Ball is tapped and won by Shortridge, and this first quarter is brought to you by the Morales Group. It'll be Willie Mitchell, the senior, to bring it up with a quick handoff there to Avery Giles. Giles averaging about 16 points per contest in this 3-game winning streak. Molnax over to Giles. Beautiful cut on the baseline and a find to Mitchell. He draws first blood for the Blue Devils, 2-0.
Nice job cutting to the basket by Mitchell and great look down to get him an easy bucket. You got to love the start.
Edwards matched up with Giles. One of the best in the sectional at creating his own shot. A couple passes leads to a feed inside. Whip around pass for Matthew Gillis, and he's on the board to knot us up at 2 apiece.
A little pressure defense here, but another great look is an opening in the blocks.
Catch and shoot 3 off the mark. Rebound taken by the Golden Eagles. Aggressive drive by Edwards. He's fouled. I believe that was Powell on the 3-point attempt for the Blue Devils. Tough to tell from our vantage point. It'll stay on this end after the foul committed by Elias Diallo.
One of the keys to the game that Coach Fountain talked about was gang rebounding the basketball. That did not happen on that first possession there for Shortridge, as nobody was under the basket. Easy rebound for Gillis. They've got to crash the glass.
Edwards at the line. They say that was in the act.
70% free throw shooter, and he missed both.
Unable to get either one to go there. Leaves us tied at 2. Rare 0 for 2 trip to the line for Edwards. Powell picked up his dribble in a tight spot. They feed to Molnix, doing battle down low. Cherry thought he hit it off his foot. They'll say it was last touched by Cherry. It'll stay on this end.
I love the double team there. Cherry coming around. Got to watch, though, to see the reach-in might get called as a foul, so you got to be aware of how the refs are calling it tonight.
Mitchell looking to get it in. Finds Powell. Little give-and-go action. Mitchell in the corner, and now they'll reset things back out to Powell. Man-to-man look here early. Make that a 2-3 zone look, I should say, for Guerin Catholic. Catch and shoot. 3 in and out. Attempt by Giles. Here come the Golden Eagles. Pass quickly up ahead. Edwards, skip pass, catch and shoot. Babilia, money.
He will do that. The games we've had, he has just been outstanding from beyond the arc. And here's pressure defense again from Guerin.
5-0 run for the Golden Eagles. Giles a skip pass, and he's bumped. Foul will go against Grissom, his first. Tonight's game brought to you by Officially Human. Our foundational goal is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Check out our website at officiallyhuman.com. Mitchell over to Giles. Finds some daylight, sent back by Edwards. And they'll say it was last touched by Shortridge. What a defensive effort there by Caleb Edwards.
Nice job, Mobilia, too, is knocking it off somebody as he leapt out of bounds.
Edwards controls. Nice feed inside. Gillis turns and scores. He has 4 of the 7.
That was way too easy. They got to defend him better low on the blocks or he's going to eat them alive.
And just like that, the pressure from Guerin Catholic forces a turnover, and it leads to a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We will stay here. 5:32 left to go in this first quarter. Guerin Catholic on top of Shortridge, 7-2. Tonight's game brought to you by Alley Cat Gymnastics. Do you have a child attending a daycare or preschool in the greater Indianapolis area? Are they interested in gymnastics or a Ninja Warrior class? Alley Cat Gymnastics is a mobile program that brings the fun to your child's school or daycare. We even have ninja classes for your little warrior. For more information, visit our website at www.alley, that's ALLIE, catgymnastics.com, or call us at 317-820-9484. And by KOA Campgrounds Holiday. Whether you're exploring the local area or hanging out at the campground, KOA Holidays are an ideal place to relax and play. There's plenty to do with amenities and services to make your stay memorable. Make your reservation now for the 2021 season. Give us a call at 317-849-1397, located at I-70 and Mount Comfort Road, KOA Campgrounds Holiday.
Great job there by Casey, our producer, the 2 replays. You can't let Babilia square up no matter where he's out on the floor. And then the nice low post pass into Gillis for the easy. They're trying to get him the ball again, it looks like.
Wild take there by Grissom, well off the mark. Rebound, Blue Devils. Giles resets things. It is a man-to-man look by the Golden Eagles on this possession. Great communication defensively. They're so active with their chatter, the Golden Eagles.
That's why they're 13-3. They're a really good, well-coached squad.
Powell. Looked like Diallo slipped. Powell, a floater. Won't go. Board one by Gillis. Quickly up the other way, Babilia. Layup is good. He's got 5 in the quarter. 9-2, a 9-0 run extended for the Golden Eagles.
That's what Coach Fountain talked about with rebounding. If they're going to dominate the boards with 3 guys down there, Babilia can leak out and get those easy transition buckets like Coach Allen wants.
Ball was tipped out of bounds. Take a look back at this Babilia layup. Saw the contact the whole way. Was not fearful of the defender. Just laid it up calmly.
I was surprised he didn't go up with the left hand.
Willie Mitchell operates, matched up with Cherry. Giles all alone. Off the mark. He'll stay on this end, fortunately. Good look there for Giles.
And again, Mitchell was the only guy under the basket to rebound. You see all the players coming back. They're trying to prevent transition, but it's not going to help if you can't rebound the basketball either.
Powell. Rise and fire. Well off the mark. Went wide with that shot. Grissom adjusts. Edwards has a little bit of space. Now Babilia, they want to feed the big fella. Cherry a save right to Grissom. He'll power his way. Active hands all over the place. And it was kicked out of bounds by the Blue Devils. It'll stay on this end with Guerin Catholic.
I think the freshman was a little bit late. Gillis expected him to be more in the lane on his cut towards the basket, and that's why that pass got deflected to start that whole frenetic ending of that possession.
Cherry has it. Pass in the corner to Grissom. 3 is short. Fouls the rebound. Tried to throw it off the foot of Edwards, and he does. It'll stay on this end.
That's actually a very smart play. If you're trapped, throw it off their foot. The ref's going to call the kick, and you'll keep the ball.
Wise move there by the senior. Molnex gives to Mitchell. Giles controls. Now Smith. They're working around the perimeter. Mitchell looking for an entry pass. Could not find one to Molnex. Mitchell fell, and he traveled.
Yeah, Diallo kind of slipped there. Really kind of hurt him. Surprised Giles hasn't gotten going, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Stigger and Will Smith come in here soon.
They provide quality minutes off the bench. High-low, extra pass to Babilia. Nice recovery defensively by Shortridge. Spinning, lost it, did Gillis. They find Babilia, catch and shoot. In and out and back in. 8 points for Babilia in the quarter. It's a 12-0 run for the Golden Eagles.
You cannot give him that much airspace or he will rise and fire, although great post move by Gillis, just wouldn't get it to fall.
Powell, power move on the drive. It's a turnover. Cherry directing traffic. Grissom feeds Gillis inside. Turning, battling, no. Powell the board. Ethan gives to Mitchell. He thought about a triple. Now puts it on the deck. Off the window, won't go. Stayed with it. And will head to the line. Body on the deck, I believe, is Grissom.
Yeah, I think maybe he kind of got one in the boiler. There is the three. Wide open.
Foul go against Matthew Gillis, his first, the second on the team. It'll send Willie Mitchell to the charity stripe. He already has 2 points, in fact, the only 2 points for the Blue Devils. Now the only points at all with 3. They'll have one more. It ends the scoring run.
Elijah Edwards checks in for Guerin Catholic, as does Matthew Etchison, and Will Smith in for Shortridge.
Both free throws good. It ends the 12-0 run, though it still has been going on 4 minutes without a field goal for Shortridge. Battling down low in the post is Gillis. He's got 6.
If it's going to be that easy, they're going to keep feeding the beast all night long.
Powell. Floater is short. Charity stripe opportunity for him. See where the foul goes. Sounds like it's
Elijah Edwards,
what I
number 2.
I wasn't sure if Elijah Edwards had subbed in there yet. Wanted to make sure that was correct, but Elijah Edwards did sneak in. Good eye by our producer, Casey. Free throw short for Powell.
You get an opportunity to score if you're Shortridge with the clock stopped. You have to take every advantage you possibly can against this 13-3 Golden Eagle squad. And, lane violation.
We'll go the other way. I owe you a Coke. John Harrell will have this. John Harrell's Indiana High School basketball. Great site for all high school hoops enthusiasts. Has this as a 31-point game in favor of Guerin Catholic. I don't know if it'll quite be that high, but it makes sense that the metrics would point to that given the dominance on paper of the Golden Eagles. Up and under layup gets the friendly roll for Caleb Edwards.
You had to wonder if that might get stuck at the top there, which is a held ball, if I'm not mistaken.
Just like if it's a wedgie in the side of the rim and the glass, it is a held ball.
I'd like to say hello to our friend Keith Myers, who's watching this game. Get well soon.
Prayers out to you, Coach. Shot off the mark. Here come the Golden Eagles. Etchison, nice find. Edwards, a nice finish. Caleb now with 4.
Those are 2 kids who have played together and knew exactly what they were doing, what the other was doing.
Love to see on-court chemistry in motion like that. Diallo in a world of trouble. He'll be fouled, they'll say. I think that's going to go on Gillis. If it does, that's his second.
That'd be how you and I would be on the floor, Jimmy. I just kind of feel it.
Electricity
I would feed you.
Highlight plays. I'm not afraid to spread the wealth back, though. So,
no. Hey, I'm not a scorer. I'm a
facilitator?
Facilitator, yes.
Got to get it in. They do, right to Diallo. Too high on that dribble, easily stolen away. Edwards to the races. Thought he was going to lay it up, or slam it down, I should say. The layup was wild. Here come the Blue Devils. They have numbers. That shot well off the mark. Rebound won by Garrett Kreiner, who just checked into the ball game. Etchison finds Edwards. To Kreiner. Field goal, no. Diallo the board. Under a minute now in the quarter.
Nice look from Edwards to get it to Kreiner for the easy jump shot. Just couldn't convert.
Giles, offensive foul. Etchison, he's made a staple of that all year long, sliding in to take charges, gets another one there.
And he kind of looks up and gives that Michael Jordan shrug like, what? You know, that's what I do.
Another day at the office for the junior. He'll bring it across the timeline with less than 30 seconds to go in this first quarter and a dominant opening quarter for the Golden Eagles. Edwards leaves it to his brother Elijah for the basket.
Little brotherly love on the floor.
Nothing wrong with that. Lead is 16. Edgerton the steal. He's got plenty of space in front of him. Leaves it for Edwards. Unselfish play by the junior. What a move to close the quarter. And the Blue Devils, a very lack of effort there on that last inbounds play. They were trying to get it in, but nobody was coming to the basketball.
I was hoping Etchison was going to dunk it.
I was hoping we'd at least get a little layup with a little finger roll off glass. Instead, makes the selfless play, and Edwards finishes it. An incredible quarter by the Golden Eagles. They lead by 18 after one. Stay with us. High school hoops right here on IndianaSRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Back at Guerin Catholic High School, Jimmy Cook alongside Sean Kroll. Start of the second quarter, just a few moments away. That first quarter was brought to you by the Morales Group. Our second quarter action, as always, brought to you by College Hunks and Movers. Golden Eagles will have the basketball. To open this second frame, plenty of adjustments to be made by the Blue Devils here in quarter number two, Sean.
Yeah, the rebounding and defensive issues have really come back to bite them. Edwards and Gillis both have 6. Babilia has 8 for this Guerin Catholic squad, their main trio.
Doing work. It's like a Saturday in the park. Pass to Edwards. Could not get the shot to go. Got a second chance at it that wouldn't fall. And now a tie-up. Diallo and Edwards kind of swinging around there. Arrow will favor the Blue Devils.
It's going to be the second on Elijah Edwards.
And my correction on that, Arrow will still stay with the Blue Devils, as Sean mentioned. Just a foul call on Elijah. Josh Stigger into the game for Shortridge. Mitchell had his pocket picked. Etchison just left it up there for Edwards. Body on him. Couldn't finish. Babilia to Edwards. Thought he might pull that. Instead, he'll pass to Babilia for 3. Nothing but the bottom.
He might need a heat check soon.
11 points for Babilia. Well on his way to his 16-point a night average. They might get him for a foul there. Or did he just tip it out of bounds? Yep.
I got to go back. What a great pass by Etchison. Got the steal, and the left hand just slingshot down to Edwards. Great transition pass.
The junior with some nice handles, nice ability to dish it. Key piece to this Golden Eagles team. Mitchell, wild drive, no. Rebound won by Edwards.
Just outfought him for the board.
Babilia beat everybody, but a late close by Stigger. Edwards for 3. Buckets.
And lots of them.
His first triple of the night. He's now got 7. It's a 10-0, make that a 12-0 run. Actually, we can date that back further. A 16-0 run since it was 12-4. And just one field goal in this game by the Blue Devils, that coming in the first 2 possessions.
It was the first bucket of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
It was the first bucket of the game.
So a 28-2 run. I think that's pretty good.
You'll take that most nights, I would think. 5-second count, turnover.
The defensive Guerin Catholic, whether it be in the offensive set for Shortridge or the pressure defense of them bringing the ball off the court, the Shortridge has no answer for it.
And if you don't have answers for that, it's going to be a long night for you more often than not.
It's already a long night, yeah, and it could get longer.
Cherry to Etchinson. Hot potato with it. Edwards, no. Rebound tipped. Won by the Blue Devils. Beautiful steal by Babilia. He's going to lay it up like a gentleman off glass.
I love the defense there.
For him.
I love the defense there, but on the offensive possession, the ball movement was fantastic.
Just picture perfect. High pass. Powell, nice crossover. And one? Surely not. Well, somebody that may or may not be associated with our broadcast organization is sitting at home very thankful that was a continuation.
That one's on Cherry, I believe.
That'll be Cherry's first if my
that's just kind of correct. That's just a standard saying when somebody gets fouled as they're remotely close to shooting the basketball. And one.
Looked good to me. They instead say otherwise. No basket on that shot from the Blue Devils a couple minutes ago. Gillis gets that basket to go, however, and it's a 28-point game.
That drop step Gillis has is just befuddled anybody who's defending him on the post.
They don't have the weapons to defend down low like that. Not with the experience of Gillis. Giles for 3. Short. Gillis the board. Up ahead to Cherry. Now Babilia controls. That's way too much space for him. Knockdown. You knew the second he caught the basketball, that was going to be a basket. It's a full timeout. 16 points for Babilia. 31-point game. Don't go anywhere on IndianaSRN.
You got a broken door, trapped car, you can't buy time. We take it very seriously and take pride in being responsive.
We have all of Central Indiana covered from Martinsville,
Avon, up to Anderson,
to Cicero.
There's always somebody in your area.
It's important that we're able to get there, same day because people's time is valuable.
On our trucks, we carry just about everything we need to fix a garage door right then and there.
Sunshine, rain, or snow, we're good to go.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School. Rough shot out of the gate for the Blue Devils. Sean, what have you seen that has led to this dominance from Guerin Catholic to this point?
It's a combo as Babilia shoots another 3 and finally misses. But on the defensive end, they're only allowing one shot for Shortridge. And Shortridge, if they're not going to hit him, it's just been death for them. And then the full court press has caused too many turnovers and transitional easy buckets, and they've just really dominated from that first bucket of Shortridge had. They just kind of took offense to it and laid the smack down.
Smith for 3, off the mark. Rebound Edwards. Caleb lost the handle, skipped to Cherry. Now Babilia, rise and fire. Man, he's having himself a half. Could not get that one to go.
He's missed 2 in a row. I might want to find out what's wrong with him.
Scoop layup off the mark for Giles. Yeah, take a pulse on him. Make sure he's all right.
Yeah. And those are buckets Shortridge has got to make.
The audience can't see this visual medium, but I'm pointing at the screen right now because prior to the defender going over there, it was plenty of airspace for Abilia, and he's knocked down too many of those to not have him on your radar.
Yeah.
Cherry gives over to Edwards, under 3 to go in this second quarter. Skip pass, 3 in the air. 3 through the bottom of the net. Spencer Wilt off the bench. The senior who averages right around a point a game with a triple.
I mean, you look at the keys that Coach Fountain talked about. Keep them from scoring in transition, find their shooters, and limit them to 1 shot. Haven't done that. Execute and take care of the basketball. Dominate the point paints. Get to the free throw line. Haven't done that.
Three-pointer off the mark.
Gang rebound the basketball. They just didn't do that either. So halftime may not be a pretty sight in the Shortridge locker room.
I'm fortunate that I won't have to be in that locker room. You as well, I think. Another rebound. A lot of contact. Might have got away with one there. There's not an insane amount. I mean, I understand this is a 34-point game, but there's not a insane amount of urgency by the Blue Devils either, particularly in transition there.
There's not. It's almost as if, reading their body language, it's like, oh, gosh. And let's not mince words. A lot of people at home are going, wow, this is over. Maybe they're thinking that same thing, but effort, man. You got to give effort.
Particularly so at this age level, because whether you're a freshman or a senior, nice drive by Mitchell. That's the first field goal since the first possession of the game for the Blue Devils. But regardless, you need full-scale effort. What a reverse layup by Babilia.
And Mitchell has all 6 of their points up as well.
It's a good point. You never know who's watching, though. You never know if it's
right.
a coach, a scout, whatever the case may be. Somebody might be watching you that's like, you know what? There's a kid on the JV team that's been showing a lot of energy, a lot of burst. Right. I might give him a run.
You got to take offense to this and be like, no, I'm going to go down kicking and screaming and scratching and clawing. I don't care if we're down 100. I'm going to give it everything I've got. And even if I'm playing against LeBron James, I'm still going to go at him.
Giles gives to Mitchell, who, as Sean mentioned, has all 6. Back to Giles, catch and shoot. Knockdown. Avery Giles, there's a little bit of the scoring output we've seen over the last 3 games. Just over 30 seconds to go. Babilia, the answer. So pretty. 12 points for him in the quarter, 20 in the first half.
It's like death by 1,000 cuts with Babilia. You look at him and you go, this guy's going to beat us? And then he comes out and just absolutely dominates you.
Molnek scores. Now it's coming in bunches for the Blue Devils. The Golden Eagles will wisely hold for 1.
Let's not take the point, too, that, Shortridge has not shot the ball well either.
Babilia gets it to go. The long 2. Final second of the half. The heave, I think, was after the horn. Won't matter anyway. 22 points for Joseph Babilia in that first half, and a dominant showing for the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic. They lead it at the break, 42-11.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
There's no greater anti-poverty measure than to give a person a job. That helps them start to change that trajectory.
Morales Group is a full-service staffing company that provides temporary labor in the Indianapolis, Central Indiana market.
It was a challenge that was given by my father. He wanted me to give back much more than I had been. Then I realized that when he said more, he wanted me to see how I could give more. And it wasn't just in money, but in time and in services. And that's how the Morales Group was created.
I started off at Morales Group as an intern. I interned for 3 years before going on full-time staff here. What I love most about Morales Group is that big family aspect. I come from a big family in Mexico, and since the company is continuously growing, I feel like there's always a new member of the family that I get to know.
We're willing to give. We're willing to serve others, and we're not expecting something in return.
Come talk to us. We would love to work with you.
I'm Mary. Welcome to Guerin Catholic High School. Many people believe that we're just like any other school, but I'm here today to show you that we're not. At Guerin Catholic, we are family. Now I know that sounds crazy, right? How can a school be like a family? Well, it all starts with St. Theodore Guerin herself. Her charisms inspire us every day. She's been praying for us since before the school was built, before we were even born. On one of her many resting places, it says, "I sleep, but I watch over the house that I have built." As a student, it's so inspiring to know that we have our own saint in heaven praying for us every day. But if you really want to understand what Guerin Catholic's all about, there's a lot more you need to know about us, starting with who we are. Mother Guerin also has some advice for the teachers. She says, love the children first, then teach them. It is these wise words that inspires our teachers to motivate students and look for the best ways to meet each student where they are. You might think with all this love, academics might not be important, but there is nothing further from the truth. It is because of our faith in seeking the truth that we aspire to know all that we can know. But we can't stop there. We have to know how to think about the knowledge in order to make a difference in the world. Whether you need a little extra help or you're ready to be challenged with an international baccalaureate diploma or anything in between, there is a place for you at Guerin Catholic. But we're not just about academics around here. At Guerin Catholic, we are well-rounded. There are so many ways for you to get involved. Obviously, we have sports. We have 21 athletic teams, including swimming. And if you don't play a sport, we're all about supporting those that do. Our student sections are so much fun. We are spirited. And we also have 43 clubs. So if you don't see anything you like, you can start another one. We also have band, choir, orchestra, and theater. We are involved. At Guerin Catholic, there are so many ways for you to discover and use the gifts that God has given you. We are creative. Getting involved in these activities is not just about having fun. It's also about developing skills that help you become a great leader and providing opportunities for you to lead. At Guerin Catholic, we are leaders. Another great way for you to grow as a leader is through service opportunities. There are so many ways for you to share your gifts with others. Mother Guerin says, you will be happy yourself in making others happy. That's what service is all about. By connecting to local organizations or through mission trips, you'll have plenty of opportunities to serve. At Guerin Catholic, we are compassionate. There are so many opportunities to travel at Guerin Catholic. from mission trips to Costa Rica to performing in New York City. We are explorers. You will find the Guerin Catholic community all around the world, working, singing, and learning, all to get closer to Christ. Here we are at our chapel. This is where I leave you. But as you think about your future, I'll give you one last piece of advice from Mother Guerin. Do not give way to uneasiness about the future. Place yourself gently into the hands of Providence.
Or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest, uniformed, nice, knowledgeable, service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Welcome back to Guerin Catholic High School. Some halftime festivities underway. I want to remind you, tonight's game is brought to you by Summers Heating and Cooling. When you're looking for prompt professional service, you can find the experienced team you need at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. They're family-owned and operated. Call them today at 317-620-1073. That's Summers Heating and Cooling. And by Burtner Electric, we do more than service repairs. We also wire new homes all around the Indy area. You can ask your builder to use Burtner Electric Incorporated when you build a new home. For free estimates, call 317-565-7779. That's Burtner Electric. As always, tonight's game is on IndianaSRN. If you're having a viewing party, let us know. Tweet us at IndianaSRN and be ready for a shout-out. Follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN for all your updates and so much more. And don't forget to check us out on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, search IndianaSRN. Make sure notifications are turned on and click that red and white subscribe button. Get access to all of our archived games and plenty of our live action as well. IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game. Jerry Cook alongside Sean Kroll. The back end of halftime just wrapping up. I don't know if that was show choir or who they were honoring at Guerin Catholic. We couldn't make out directly what they were saying over the PA, but some halftime festivities, I believe, delaying a little bit of the intermission warm-ups.
You know, it's just something you deal with at the high school level, whether there's so many programs, and you never want to leave anybody out. As a teacher,
of course not.
That's a huge deal, trying to get to as many things as you can for your students, and you want to make sure that anybody that's involved in extracurricular activities get their just due. 44-11. We went to break as 42. It actually was 44. I saw in my book where I messed up, so I'll take that L.
I wasn't trying to out you directly there.
No, not at all.
I was really going to come after our producer, that guy. But just kidding. Casey doing a great job, as always, handling the ones and twos for us tonight and making sure we stay afloat. At halftime, it's a 33-point game. I understand that the first-time viewer just tuning in right now, this is over. There's no hope coming back. Shortridge averages about 54 a game.
Yes.
And they limit opponents traditionally to 61, so that's about a 7-point difference there. But there's a margin in that scenario where this game could be 3 or 4 possessions. Get this back in, get confidence going into your next contest. What do you want to see from the Blue Devils moving forward in half number 2?
I go back to the keys that Coach Fountain talked about. You want to handle the basketball better than you did in the first half. The pressure defense, the three-quarter court pressure from Guerin totally threw them off. You've got to handle that pressure better, get the ball to the middle of the floor, try and get easy layups by beating the press because of your quickness on that end. Second, you have got to be better at rebounding the basketball. I don't know how emphatic I can be about that. They were poor, to be nice, rebounding the basketball in the first half. Guerin just dominated them. They have got to go out. If you give up a couple of transition baskets for Guerin, that's fine. You send all 5 guys to the glass and go after that ball like you mean it, because in games coming up, especially in sectional, that is going to be a huge issue for them.
And for Guerin Catholic, pretty much everything you could hope for that would go right did go right in half number 1. There's always room to clean things up a little bit more, keep it fine-tuned. If anything at all, and if the answer is no, it was flawless, that's fine. Anything that you would like to see a little bit more fine-tuned for the Golden Eagles in the second half?
Well, I think when you play against a team and things go this direction, you can try and get too cute. And there was a couple possessions where they tried to get too cute with some passes and trying to do some, razzle-dazzle stuff. And that's not anything you want to fall into the habit to. Outside of that, I mean, this may be a great opportunity for Coach Allen to get some of his bench guys some great minutes, because he may need them coming down the stretch. So this could be a good chance for him to really get them some quality minutes in a game like this and let him play it out and see what happens.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment. Reynolds Farm Equipment is your local full-service John Deere dealer. Browse our selection online or come in and test drive. Get in the yellow seat today. Equipment built to last, so you can save big. 12501 Reynolds Drive, Fishers, Indiana, or 317-849-0810. This third quarter brought to you by Piper Logistics. It's underway, and the Blue Devils have the basketball, trailing by 33.
I think we're going to see a sense of urgency from them, Jimmy.
I would hope so. There were times for Shortridge, I know Coach Fountain wasn't happy about it. They were either walking the ball up the floor in fast break opportunities or weren't coming to the basketball either in a passing situation or a simple inbound situation. Plenty of need for more juice and more hustle from the Blue Devils here in half number 2.
Juice is a perfect word. They definitely need that on both ends.
Floater is short. Rebound Gillis, the big fella, doing work. Not even height-wise, just built with muscle. He's got a nice post presence down low. Not the tallest player you're going to find in the state, but he's built to battle amongst the trees.
He's thick, as they say.
Catch and shoot 3. Babilia tried to start off where he left off in the second half. Could not get it to go. Rebound Giles. He has numbers. Adjusts. Can't turn it. 2 free throws to follow.
That's one where you got to get – you'd love to see that fall to get a chance for an and one. Go up strong. Use the body as an extra defender and then try and get the and one opportunity.
First free throw is good. Tonight's game also brought to you by Chimney Solutions. Look no further than Chimney Solutions Indiana. It's our very first customer. We've been committed to delivering the highest level of customer care and the most professional and reliable chimney and fireplace services. Call us today for full service information at 317-757-9679. That's Chimney Solutions. Free throws were split there. Looked like we had a lane violation, or at least a lane reminder to everybody before that second free throw. Giles now with 4. 3 in the corner for Babilia. Won't go. Edwards a strong rebound.
Babilia was hot there for a while. He's kind of gone cold. But
Grissom hacked. He'll go to the line. Grissom averages under 10, right around 10 a game. Scoreless in that first half. Didn't need anything from him.
They did. They honestly didn't. But he'll have a chance here at the charity stripe. If anything, if you're Coach Fountain, you want to see fight. No matter what the score is, you want to see fight from your kids, showing that they care, that we do not want to get our doors blown off here, and we're going to show you we don't, because we're going to fight. Not literally, but just in case, for clarification.
Grissom hits both free throws. 46-12. There's no gloves. We're not having a 12-round saga.
No, this isn't Jose Canseco taking a dive.
You could have gone Usman and Burns if you wanted to go more bottom. UFC 258 this weekend, but no, all right, it's okay.
I don't follow UFC.
Right. Giles, Powell, you clearly enjoyed the non-sports pandemic more than I did, because I dove into the realms of Ultimate Fighting. Powell, mid-range is good. Ethan Powell, he has a nice jumper on him. Shown it a couple times this season as a sophomore. His first basket tonight.
Yes, I did the YouTube deep dives into old sports broadcasts.
What would have happened had the ball not gone through Buckner's legs? You were watching Saga.
Hey, I loved Bill Buckner with the Cubs as a kid. Don't bust it.
It was just the first one that came to my head. No disrespect to the great Bill Buckner. Turnover there. Basket a second ago by the Blue Devils. Edwards all the way. Skip to my Louis foul.
See, now I like that by Diallo. He's like, you're not scoring on me. You can throw that Euro step out all you want, but I'm going to come from behind, and I'm going to make you earn it at the stripe.
You want 2 points, you're going to have to go the hard way at the line.
I assume that was on. That wasn't on Diallo? Oh, it was on Diallo. That's his third.
First free throw is good. Edwards misfires on that one.
Struggled a bit from the stripe tonight.
Nice find. Powell finishes. That's beautiful fast break play by the Blue Devils.
That is more like Shortridge basketball. The pressure coming. Here we go.
Skip pass to Etchinson. He's had some nice passes tonight. Edwards, that looked lazy. The skip pass worked out. Grissom couldn't reward him, though. But a rebound, Gillis. So tough to stop. Put back is true. Nobody boxed out that time. They had him beat in that he was going to miss the shot, but nobody got a body on him.
Yeah, it may take more than one on Gillis the way he's put together against this team. They've got to do something because he's terrorizing them on the blocks.
12 points for Gillis. A dominating outing to this point by Shortridge. Powell leaves it. Stigger just short. Cherry the easy board. Outlet pass. Finds Grissom. Nice crossover. Leaves it for Edwards, who lays it in. 12 points for the senior.
You can tell the starting five really has a cohesiveness, and they know where each other is. Bobilia's not in. That's just an in. But, man, oh, man, they just look for each other at all times.
Mitchell. Got a jump ball tie-up forced by the freshman. It is indeed Jack Cherry forcing the jump ball tie-up, and the arrow will favor his Golden Eagles. The youngster doing work.
It's a great job by him. When they've seen that enough tonight to know that when they drive to the basket, they don't move the basketball at all. It's right there at his hip. Grab it and get that jump ball.
Approaching the halfway mark of this third quarter. Etchison leaves. Cherry for three. Money for Jack Cherry.
Is that the cherry on top?
Not only is it the cherry on top, it's his first made three-pointer of the season.
Hey.
It's a little ice cream with that cherry for him.
It's hot fudge and everything.
The whole works. I'm sure he's never gotten that before in his life.
Not at all.
Giles in a world of trouble. Smith tried to show off the mid-range, wouldn't go for him. Grissom the board, in between traffic, knifing. Not that time. Nice pass up ahead. Layup is pure. Will Smith into the box score.
I won't do it.
There wasn't a lot of jiggy there
to
do it.
See, I wasn't going to do it.
Grissom got to pocket that for the good ones. Shot up there by Gillis once again. 14 for him.
And again, they do a great job of cutting to the basket when those guys get on the baseline, and it's just an easy nice little dish for the layup.
Giles catch and shoot. Nice find up ahead. The pretty on a rope bounce pass from Edwards to Grissom. And now a timeout taken by Shortridge. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 3 minutes even left to go in this third quarter. The Golden Eagles flying away with this one on IndianaSRN.
More fixing, more finding, more being original. Unique like this, trendy like that. More designing this, arranging that. More saving, and then more making it happen. More of your space looking like this, and more of you feeling like that. More excitement, more savings, more furniture, more rugs, more flooring. more affordable luxury from RG Decor.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Welcome back to IndianaSRN's coverage of high school hoops. A look at the triple by Jack Cherry, his first three-pointer of the season for the freshman. The Golden Eagles, it's been that kind of night for them. They lead it 60-16, a 44-point advantage. 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter.
Nice math.
Thank you. I was proud of myself there. I didn't even have to write it down.
Yeah.
It's all in the head.
That Ron Colley education.
This third quarter brought to you by Piper Logistics. Giles around a screen. Now leaves it over to Powell. Powell, circus shot. And the rebound taken by Jack Parentow, who's checked into the game for the first time tonight. Parentow. Pass out to Grissom. His three's off the mark. Pass tipped. Cherry has it. Jack tried to lead Wilt. Skip to Etchinson. They want him to shoot it. He'll step up for three. Won't go. Look at the bench, though. All up. Overjoyous there for an Etchinson triple. Just could not go down.
You got to love that when your teammate's behind you.
Stigger from the mid-range. Josh's first basket.
You know, we talked about this during the break is, you know, offensively, Shortridge has looked a lot better in this second half. Defensively, they have not.
The defense hasn't met where the offense has been, but the offense was so lackadaisical at times in that first half that you just wanted to see more effort, more energy.
Just like that. I mean, right there, just knocking that out of bounds.
And we kind of talked off air, speculating what was going on in the huddle. That's what's going on in the huddle.
Yes.
Coach Fountain asking for those energy effort plays on both ends of the floor, like we saw right there.
Right, just because you're down 40 points doesn't mean you can't do those plays, because those become habit the more you do them.
Parentow thought his pass was going to be off the mark. Instead, it lands with Etchinson. He's got some space. Off the mark. It hit the forearm of Mitchell. It's unfortunate for Shortridge. It will stay here. Wilt gives to Etchinson. 90 seconds to go in the quarter. Elijah Edwards has it. They force feed Parentow. Edwards to Parentow from the foul line. Etchinson, nice pump fake. Wilt for three. Air ball. Powell lost it. Edwards. He almost lost it from Powell. They almost exchanged turnovers. Parentow. Little bit of contact there. Wilt scores. Stigger hit the deck looking for a whistle. Got nothing. Wilt now with 5. 4 points above his average.
We'll give him an Emmy nomination for that, though.
Powell on air ball. Giles fouled on the floor. Just the second foul by the Golden Eagles. And if it holds, which would be pretty surprising if it did, that'd be 4 fouls for the game for them.
It's on Etchison. I have 8 fouls for Guerin. And only 5 for Shortridge.
Clean game all around. Etchison might hold for 1 here. Wilt with 10. Over to Elijah Edwards with 5. Sneaks around the defense. Falling away and finishing. Elijah Edwards with 4. The heave at the horn is an air ball. Another dominant quarter for the Golden Eagles. on top 64-20 at the end of the third quarter. Stay with us. We'll be back after this on IndianaSRN.
Cold is just around the corner, and here at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling,
we're ready for anything.
we care about our craft like we care about our customers. Our technicians are fully certified
And up to speed on the latest equipment.
available 24/7. We don't leave anybody in the cold. That's our top priority.
We don't just work for the company.
We are the company.
So we do the best we can for every one of our customers.
Trust the name you know at Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Summers Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. We take pride in your comfort. Just call Summers.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Tonight's game brought to you by Alley Cat Gymnastics. Do you have a child attending a daycare or preschool in the greater Indianapolis area? Are they interested in gymnastics or a Ninja Warrior class? Alley Cat Gymnastics is the mobile program that brings the fun to your child's school or daycare. We even have ninja classes for your little warrior. For more information, visit our website at www.alley, that's ALLIE, catgymnastics.com, or call us at 317-820-9484, Alley Cat Gymnastics. This final quarter is brought to you by your Indiana High School Athletic Association. Shortridge Blue Devils will have the basketball, down by 44.
Not going to be too much longer. There'll be a sectional draw. And again, both these teams in the Lebanon sectional, along with Brebeuf Jesuit, Bishop Chatard, Indianapolis Manual, and Lebanon.
Guerin Catholic, safely the favorite to come out of there, but it should be a fun sectional nonetheless.
It should be, yes, it will. I mean, being able to get through sectional and move on to regional this year is going to be a lot of fun, you know, after what's happened in this past year.
Yeah, that's a great point, as Etchison hesitates on the three there, because they talk about it at the professional level. Edwards a three off the mark. Does it mean more winning a championship? Does it mean less winning a championship? I'll tell you something. At the high school level, I'm sure you completely agree, there's no doubt it means more, particularly for kids that are juniors this year that had a season taken away from them last year.
Yes.
Were robbed of an opportunity to win a championship. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay on this end. It means a heck of a lot more to them than any other title is going to mean their entire high school career.
It will mean a tremendous amount to them. And we talked about it when we were broadcasting girls sectional this weekend. By the way, we have girls regional basketball this weekend, so stay tuned for the schedule coming up. We should be releasing that here very soon. You know, we've made it to girls sectional. We're making it to girls regional. So many kudos go out to parents and athletes and athletic directors and schools and teachers and all those things to be able to get to this point. It's been a tremendous body of work by everybody to get to this season. And, man, we're almost there.
It's insane to think about, and the hats go off to the association, the Indiana High School Athletic Association, of course, all the administrators, the school board, the staff members, the coaches, the frontline workers, the managers, the trainers, the day-to-day ticket operators, everybody that's helped enforce. There's a nice shot there by Elias Diallo, his first basket of the ball game. Everybody that has helped enforce and create these healthy, safe environments, or as healthy and safe as you could possibly hope for amid this pandemic, to power through and get everything done. Nice steal there. Teams will exchange turnovers that are roll out of bounds. When I can remember on Indiana Sports Talk with Coach Bob Lovell about, 6-7 months ago, where you're having conversations with the different folks involved with the Athletic Association wondering, I hope we're able to just get through a week of football. And Here we are now, all the way into regionals, as you mentioned.
Yeah, it's been an incredible effort on everybody's part. And, it's been so much fun. And for us, it's not as fun not being in the gym because there's an atmosphere and not being in a full gym, but just being able to have basketball and to call basketball games has been just a wonderful thing. It's been chicken soup for the soul, if you will.
It's well said. Parental on a pick and roll could not get the layup to fall. Catch and shoot for Giles. That's off the mark. Rebound won by Kreiner. And that's just us, selfishly talking as broadcasters.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine what it's like for the young student athletes to have so much peril the last year, approaching a year with all of this. Three-pointers off the mark. Rebound, Blue Devils. They'll push in transition. and Giles had it stolen away by Etchison. But to have this roller coaster of a year, and you're actually now almost 365 days removed from when everything started to shut down in terms of not just businesses but schools and events like this, to know you're going to have a shot to capture a championship and not even that, but take the court and participate with your classmates and make new friends and have the normalcy in a way that was commonplace 365 days ago. There's Parentown with the basket.
Oh, I mean, we were at Sectional 10 last year, and quite honestly, that's where I caught COVID and got it, and it's hard to believe it's been a year, almost a year, since that's happened. And to think about what's happened in those last 12 months, just in general, in the entire nation, just is mind-boggling how quickly it's gone.
Mitchell from downtown is good. Nice three-pointer there. He's got 9. Etchison from downtown, he gets his triple.
Speaking of, we have Guerin Catholic again on Thursday at Washington, 7:30 on TV. We also have on IPSathletics.tv Tindley at Attucks. That is going to be a whale of a basketball game. On Friday, we have swimming. I believe it's the state finals.
It is girls swimming and diving mixed in there. That might just be for Saturday.
And then we have Heritage Christian at Roncalli at 7:30 and Lafayette Jeff at Arsenal Tech at 7:30. Swimming's all day, by the way, and Saturday as well. And then we've got Eastern Hancock at Heritage Christian boys basketball, as well as the girls regional basketball. But stay tuned to our Twitter at IndianaSRN for updates on where we'll be.
Edwards for 3. Money. Elijah Edwards now with 7. 5 of which have come in this second half. The Golden Eagles rolling on all cylinders. Of course, if you want to be involved in any of our IndianaSRN broadcasts, all of our action to put young student athletes on our webcast and radio broadcast is helped from donations from viewers like you. Go to IndianaSRN.org as it triples off the mark there by Giles, and click the donate button on your screen. Or you can email coach at IndianaSRN.org. All money received goes directly back in to producing these fine events.
It is a wonderful thing. I mean, and that's what we're about. We're about these kids, putting them on the air. This isn't about us. We have fun doing it because we love doing it, but it's about these young men and women getting a chance to have their grandma who lives in Florida watch them and be able to enjoy seeing their grandchild play on basketball floor.
Kreiner draws some contact. He's fouled and heads to the line, hit that first free throw. He'll have one more upcoming. A slew of new Golden Eagles checking into the game. Among them, Patrick Baird, Aiden Cannon. One more for Kreiner. That's good. Gets them both. Garrett Kreiner right at his season average with those 2 free throws. Smith works it over to Stigger. Now back to Smith. Nice pass down low and a foul. We'll shoot 2. Foul will go against Aiden Cannon.
He's in the scorebook. Not particularly how you want to. Coming up for Shortridge, they are at Purdue Poly on the 12th. Then the Pioneer Conference playoffs on the 13th. And we discussed, as he misses the free throw, the next game for Guerin Catholic is Thursday at Washington, and it will be on IndianaSRN, followed up by 2 conference games, the 19th and 20th at Roncalli and home against Bishop Chatard.
Free throw good by Mitchell.
The Rebels, no more. They are the Royals. We're both Royals now.
The Roncalli Royals. It still feels weird, but I welcome the change. It's that whole process I wish I could have been more involved in, though. I loved the idea of an identity change. It's like getting to create your own franchise on Madden or NBA 2K, but at the high school level.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you. The Shortridge logo is one of the best logos in the state, in my opinion.
I agree.
I think it's fantastic.
what I wanted, because I'm a sucker for live mascots, I secretly wanted the retrievers. I wanted there to be a golden retriever walking the halls of Roncalli. My request was denied. But the Royals, nonetheless, is a good name that fixtures into a lot of the principles of Roncalli. It has more. We're not going to dive deep into this tonight.
Well, the girls have their work cut out for them because they're at the Decatur Central Regional, I believe, with the #1 North Central Panthers looming.
It was a tough battle for them to advance out of sectional. Hats off to the Roncalli Royals girls basketball program. A lot of my start in broadcasting came covering those girls basketball teams. Always have a special place in my heart. I wish them the best of luck, but you're right, it is a daunting task for them in the regionals.
There are some fantastic regional matchups coming up this weekend, so stay tuned to IHSA TV for all the action. There's going to be some heavyweight matchups all over the state.
That is one of my favorite aspects of this part of the calendar year for two reasons. One, when you're out of the high school ranks, you still love, if you grew up in this state, the pageantry and the mystique and the grandeur of the tournament. Those free throws made there by the Golden Eagles. But it is for me, this is selfishly, this is no knock at all on the young student athletes there, but it's a reminder to me that we are just breaths away from March Madness.
Yes.
When college hoops arrives. For us, this is just as good, the excitement and the drama, unlike anywhere else for high school sports, but especially so if you're new to this kind of passion, you know that college hoops is the encore to the state tournament.
And how about the fact that the entire tournament is going to be here in our state?
And they modify the state final dates as well to coincide with everything. No, it's crazy. It's going to be
the only thing better is if fans would be allowed in it. But I'm telling you, this state is going to be on fire.
My family's not going to see much of me. I'm going to be consuming as much of it as I possibly can. Timeout taken here. 1:16 left to go in the fourth.
I can say this: when I volunteered for the Super Bowl and I worked at the NFL Experience, I went to my training, and that person said at the time, he said, Indiana has far and away exceeded any other Super Bowl site in terms of number of volunteers and number of volunteers that actually showed up for the training.
Really?
Yes. And there's been multiple national people that said Indianapolis should have the Final Four every other year.
Oh, I completely
because
agree
we
with
do
that.
it so well.
The efficiency is there. Whether it's the skywalks, just the interconnect, you hardly ever have to spend any time really outside. Everything's within striking distance to it. I know, I completely agree with that, 100%. We got very lucky, as people acknowledge, we got very, very lucky the year we hosted the Super Bowl with the weather.
We did.
But the accessibility and the convenience of everything was praised across the board from media, coaches, trainers, officials, you name it.
It's a fantastic place to host a sporting event. As soon coming up, we'll have the football national championship, which I'm sure Alabama will win again, and we have an NBA All-Star game coming soon, and that just goes to show you how well we do things here. And one of the things that started all that was the boys' high school tournament.
It's a pretty incredible journey. We'll get to enjoy every second of that when the boys' tournament kicks off here in a few weeks. Pass inside. Oh, attempted slam, but rim stuff was Cannon.
At least he gave it a shot.
Quickly up ahead, layup is scored. Give that to Burnett. Under a minute now. And Baird and Etchison might just dribble this out. Let's see how aggressive Shortridge tries to play it. They're not pushing enough for a 5-second count. And I think that the Golden Eagles' intent is just let this wind down. Hasn't really seemed like a strong intent to score. They're going to improve to 14-3 on the season. Sean mentioned next in action a few days from now when they travel on the road to take on George Washington.
Which you can watch right here on IndianaSRN.
10 seconds now. Golden Eagles just icing this one away and putting it in the cooler.
The cooler.
The Blue Devils will fall to 6-13 as it's a Golden Eagles kind of night. Guerin Catholic, final margin 46. They win it 76-30. Wasn't wire to wire. Blue Devils did get that first basket, but after that, it was all Golden Eagles defending their home court, and their 11th ranking will hold, if not improve. Of course, they still have business to take care of this week, so maybe not right off the bat. Also want to remind you, tonight's game is brought to you by the IHSAA Sportsmanship Program. I want to thank our fans for their continued commitment to promote good sportsmanship. Remember, the folks in black and white shirts are doing this job for our student athletes. Be respectful. We thank you. We're also brought to you by Officially Human. Our foundational goal is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the fields and courts. Check out our website at officiallyhuman.com. Last thing we always want to remind you, and we mentioned it a little bit earlier in the broadcast, but unlike most broadcasts, our funding comes primarily from donations and school subscriptions. So help us put more kids on TV by contacting us via email at coach@indianasrn.org or go to indianasrn.org. Click that donate button on our website. Every proceed that we get automatically turned back in to promotional and production product for our high school broadcast, IndianaSRN, where you're always in the game. Sean, some final thoughts on tonight's dominating performance by the Golden Eagles.
Very impressive. You know, you look at Edwards and Bobilia and, you know, Gillis. That's quite a three-headed monster. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with, and it's only been, you know, since 2015 they won the state title as you know, they defeated Griffith in that state championship game. They have not won a sectional since then, but they're going to be tough to beat in Lebanon. And just want to, again, give a shout-out to Coach. Get well soon, brother.
Yeah, Coach, we are pulling for you. We know we've been able to interact with you a couple times, but we know you'll be back in here doing things strong, right back in the studios very, very shortly. Shout-out to you, prayers to you, and much love, of course, to the great Debbie Myers, I'm sure, handling the care there for one, Coach Keith Myers. That was Sean Kroll. Sean, a pleasure as always. Thank you so much for guiding us through everything. Special shout-out to Casey as well, doing a great job on the ones and twos and keeping us afloat all night long. Your final in this one, the Golden Eagles of Guerin Catholic, 76, the Blue Devils of Shortridge, 30 for our entire staff and crew. I'm Jimmy Cook, reminding you to be tuned in to IndianaSRN all week long. Plenty of action you can find on the IndianaSRN webpage at indianasrn.org. And until we talk to you next time, so long, everybody.